Y'all killing me with this.
But just like usual Matan Even fashion, he tries to shake the shit out of Tim the second that he gets on set. And I'm not going to lie to you, dude. The way that Tim ends up handling himself is like, it's like poetry in motion. Like, you actually, it doesn't get any smoother than this. The way that Tim actually fucking navigates this whole thing. So let's check this out. Right from the rip, you're going to see it's not going to disappoint. Tim's his performance. It doesn't disappoint. Okay, can we get it? Oh, yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the
There we
podcast.
go.
For today's guest, we have Tim Heidecker. Welcome in. And then you can come and sit in the middle. Thanks for coming.
Nice to meet you.
I appreciate it. And for today's co-host, welcome Viral Flooring, my manager. He will be today's co-host. He's a huge fan of you, by the way.
Nice. Thank you very much. I appreciate your support.
So if you could please just...
I like that. I'm going to do that.
Ooh, right there. See? This is what I'm talking about. So, as Matan usually does, he brings in another guy to sit there and act all awkward. So this guy's going to sit there and like cheesy smile at Tim like the whole time, right? So Tim is probably the only guest in the history of this podcast who's done any research before he comes on here. He knows that this is going to be a complete fuckfest the entire time. So as soon as he sees this asshole come out of left field to sit down next to him, Tim goes, okay, now we're starting. So he goes, this is where I need to start with my counterattack for this bullshit. This is a preemptive strike. Tim knows that if you really want to win a good battle, you got to hit while the iron's hot. You got to strike while the iron's hot, my friend. You got to hit first. And that's what he's doing here.
So if you could please just...
I like that. I'm going to do that 3 times during
Just
the
random
show.
points?
Like that.
So only one left.
No. Got 3 more. So I'm going to
You
do...
said 3 times.
I'm going to this.
So
I'm
now-
going to do
no,
that
that's it.
3
You just
times.
did
No.
You're out of-
These are examples of what I'm going to do 3 times.
You can't do it again. You just did it 3 times.
I did it twice. But those aren't the 3 times. I'm saying...
See, now, this is very interesting because you don't see Matan get flustered like this. Like, look, as soon as he goes to do this, so Tim's sitting there smacking the shit out of Matan's desks, right? And they sound like shit. They're like practically made of cardboard, right? So this is not good for the audio. So Matan's like, whoa, buddy, what are you doing? You fucking up my podcast, bro. You're making a lot of noise on a podcast. And Tim's sitting there smacking the tables. He goes, this is just an example of what I'm going to do throughout your show. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to do it 3 times, but all these times that I'm doing it now, he's smacking the table. He goes, these are all examples. They don't count towards the 3. So Matan's sitting there like, bro, this got to sound like shit, you know? And this is where I find the interest because now he's making Matan actually care about his own show, which normally doesn't happen. Matan doesn't give a fuck about the audio, how the guests feel, none of that. He's just trying to get the clips. That's it. So when you see him actually giving a fuck, kind of throws you off a little bit, doesn't it?
No. These are examples of what I'm going to do 3 times.
You can't do it again. You just did it 3 times.
I did it twice. But those aren't the 3 times. I'm saying during the show, I'm going to do
You're just giving
that
an example.
3 times.
But now you've done it more than 3 times. Now it's 4. You don't even listen to your own rules. Please just, in case anybody doesn't know
I just
you.
love doing that to these tables. They make such a great sound.
Yeah, just in case anybody doesn't know you, please just introduce yourself. Tell them a little bit about you. And
So now watch, Tim, right here, you're not going to hear hardly any serious shit come out of his mouth. And Matan's going to pick up on this. He's going to be like, no, you got to be serious. I'm the one who's supposed to doing all the fuckery here. You know, so Matan doesn't like this. This is going to be crazy.
and all that.
My name is Tim Heidecker. I'm the shortstop for the Los Angeles Dodgers.
That's not true.
I just thought I'd make a little joke because of my hat.
Can you take off the hat?
Yeah, I
Can I
would.
check it out? You can have it back in a minute.
Oh, here we go.
See?
Just introduce.
So Tim knows. Tim, here we go. Tim knows. So Tim's like, all right, now I'm going to start pulling out my big guns here.
Introduce yourself.
Tim Heidecker, actor, comedian, father, husband,
And most people would know you from your TV show Tim and Eric.
I guess so, yeah.
Why did you decide to call it Tim and Eric and not Eric and Tim? Do you think you're better than Tim?
Than Eric.
No, than Tim.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's kind of clever that he's doing this wordplay with them. Right out the rip, he's trying to throw Matan for loops, where normally Matan is the one looping.
Better than Tim.
Than Eric.
No, than Tim.
Right.
Do you think you're
Looks like
better
that's
than
a
Tim?
Typo. Well, Tim and Eric sounds better, doesn't it? Tim and Eric. I think Eric and Tim sounds a little clunky. It's rhythm.
Why? Because you...
So now this is a good move on Tim's part. For him to stay like with his composure, you know what I mean? He's not going to let Matan win. And that's what we need. If you're going to defeat this kid, you have to keep composed, which normally doesn't happen. Everybody, they try to like either play into it, which kind of reeks of desperation because like they can't play into it because they don't really know how Matan operates. So it's like they try to play into it. It kind of makes them look even more like an asshole. Or you get the people who try to stay on the serious side and go completely against the grain. That's not the way to win either. Either way, going that route, either trying to play into it or going against the grain, you're showing emotion, which is going to give him fuel. Like, the reason people do these kind of shticks is to get a reaction out of you. So if you do what Tim's doing here and you just show no emotion, you stay completely composed, these trolls, they don't know what to do. They have no idea. It completely wipes their hard drives. They don't know what to do with this shit.
The Asian people as a race, or are we talking about nations? Because obviously there's going to be certain nations that we have good relationships with.
There's nobody back there.
I felt somebody back there. It was not cool. I don't want to be attacked by anybody.
There's nobody
especially
there. Look, you just see there's nobody there.
Okay.
You thought there was somebody there?
I see somebody there. It's fine.
See, so now he's trying to stay composed, but he's got somebody trying to grab at him through the fucking bedsheet. This is not good for Tim, you know? So you're about to see this composure kind of go out a little bit. He stays calm the whole time, but he starts causing a real big ruckus. And Matan doesn't like this.
It's fine.
That's just
we
because
can do a haunted house. You want to do a haunted house?
There's nothing going on here. I didn't flinch
That's
at that.
number 2.
Oh, that was the second one?
Actually, that was number 1.
No, that was number 5. Maybe 6.
People at home can watch. I did 2 as demonstrations.
There's nobody there. I'm telling
See,
you.
so now somebody tries to grab at him again, right? And this is where Tim's going to start fighting back like you've never seen.
I know someone's there. Ah, there he is. Anything else?
Sorry, that was Mike.
Mike?
Yeah.
Okay.
We might have had to cut that. Yeah, sorry if you just saw a cut. Mike was behind here and he thought it was a demon.
Right.
So he physically attacked Mike. Well, you threw down the curtain. So we had to cut it in.
So now you see, if you saw that, I almost missed it myself. Tim ended up fucking taking apart the whole goddamn shit. So they had to cut the cameras because Tim was like, I'm not having this. He starts tearing down the walls, the whole thing.
There's nobody there. I'm telling you.
I know someone's there. Ah, there he is.
See, he had to end up cutting. They end up cutting to a different shot because Tim's like, bro, we're not having this shit, bro. Right? So he stays composed for a little while. Then Tim starts getting serious. But he starts getting serious in like his own way here. You know? Like, you could see, even though he's getting serious, once again, he's staying very composed. And Matan doesn't know how to react to this.
Appreciate it.
Okay, let's get into Terry's guy who I said wasn't here. And please, go ahead and give him the garlic bread.
And the bottle of water there.
Forget the bottle of water.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's not mine, though.
No, don't give him that.
I don't want to drink somebody else's bottle of water.
Fine, well, he'll give you your water.
Okay, and that Aquafina down there.
Go ahead.
Make sure you pay attention to the detail of the bottle of water being Aquafina. It's very important that Tim gets Aquafina, okay? Remember that.
There you go.
Leave that there, Mike, terrorist Mike.
The Aquafina, thank you. He's deciding whether or not to get it. I could throw it. You could throw it. He's looking at you to decide should I give it or do you want me to not withhold? No. The Aquafina. The Aquafina.
Look at that. I love that shit right there. Look at that. That's assault, brother. That's assault. You come on here, you just fucking assault one of my goddamn co-hosts like that, throwing shit at him on the set. This is a wild episode. First, right out the rip, we're seeing people shooting off guns in the middle of the podcast set. Tim Heidecker tearing the walls down, throwing fucking bottles of water at the assistants and shit. I like this.
No. The Aquafina. The Aquafina.
Hey guys, sorry for the.
Now look, we cut to a fucking commercial, right? I hate these things, these ads. And then the next time code is right after the ads. They're still in the middle of throwing stuff. Watch this.
You want to plug the HDMI? You fucking piece of shit.
Look, it's so much fun the way Tim's like ruining this that even Matan's joining in. That's how big of a troll is that Matan is. He goes, when somebody's out trolling him, he can't help but to join in on the troll, even if the troll is a counter troll to him. He's that big of a troll. If he's trolling someone and they're trolling back and they're doing a good job, he will join in on the troll against himself just because he's that committed to trolling. I love that. Now these guys are throwing shit. Tim got all serious. He throws a bag of garlic bread right at the camera and knocks it right out.
% off your order. Thank you to Sheets for sponsoring today's episode.
There you
want
go.
to plug the HDMI? You fucking piece of shit.
When you're done plugging that in, get me my Aquafina.
Ooh.
Don't give it to him. Now you unplug the angle.
You know what this is going to feel like?
I love that.
You can't see him now. He's smart.
He did. He got away. I'll give him that. He's sly.
All right,
He's quick.
Let's move on, okay?
You notice that? So you notice how Tim's doing this. He's very poetic with this. He's causing a ruckus, but he's still staying composed, which is nice. It's like you kind of don't expect that, really. You know what I mean? You really don't expect it. Now watch. This guy, he's about to start bitching people around and doing the whole thing. Actually, I'm not going to lie. I don't know what this next time code's about. I'm going to keep it real with you. The only note that I put in there was the word bitch. So this could mean anything. I have legitimately no idea what's going to happen right here. Oh, wait. Wrong time code. Let's go to bitch. Oh, wait. No, that was it. I'm sorry. I labeled the time code bitch because Matan calls him a bitch. Now watch this. Watch Tim start bitching these people around. This is the time code that I wanted to get on. Tim starts flexing his nuts on Matan like a motherfucker. Watch this.
Can we get the terrorists to bring in the knife, please?
No.
To
You
cut
bring
the
a
cake.
knife into this set, I walk.
No, please.
That's all.
No, it's a fake knife just to cut the cake.
Well, how's it going to cut the cake if it's fake?
Well, my hand could hypothetically cut the cake too, but that would be.
We don't want to do that. We don't want to get
unhygienic.
all Eric Andre here and get a big mess everywhere.
No, we're not gonna do that.
Okay.
We're gonna cut you a piece.
I like that, how Tim is like talking shit because Matan kind of is just taking Eric Andre's whole thing, which is fine. He's like making it his own and everything, but it's very Eric Andre what he's doing.
It's a slice. We'll celebrate it.
No. Back in your hole.
Go back, I guess.
Look at that.
Back in your hole. Don't pass it to him through the sheet or anything like that. I'm watching you.
Well, he'll just top you again.
Hey.
Make sure you're not looking. Let's move on, okay?
Dude, this is wild. You don't see Matan letting people boss anyone around like that in the studio. It's kind of wild. Tim really flexing his nuts all over Matan shit. Like his nuts right now are like, you know what I mean? He's really giving this guy like the what for here.
Oh, don't pass it to him through the sheet or anything like that. I'm watching you.
Well, he'll just top you again.
Hey.
Make sure you're not looking. Let's move on, okay? Sorry if I'm a little off topic now and I'm slurring my words. I'm on fire right now. Look at that. You see that running guy? That's me.
Can I touch?
Matan's been taking 5-hour energies this whole goddamn time. Now watch this. The ending of this is very interesting, as most endings with Matan are. Let's check this out and end this segment so we can move on.
Happy birthday cake. We nailed it. I mean, I think we got it.
Yeah, we did it. We can end it here. Well, here's the thing. I want to reuse that birthday cake idea for Longneck, who's the next guest.
Well, looks like you're gonna have to run out to Ralph's and get another one because this is a gift to me, and I'm taking it
so
with
can
me.
you eat half of it and then we'll give the other half to him?
Joke doesn't work.
Why
Joke
not?
doesn't work as a half. It's got to be a fresh cake with the disease written on it. So unfortunately, either you kill that bit or you go out there and get another one before your next guest here. But this is
I don't
mine.
have time though. He doesn't have patience. He's not a patient guy.
That's not my problem.
He's super famous, by the way.
But thank you so much for having me down here.
Thanks.
Pleasure.
Whoa.
Look
Hello,
at
everybody.
that.
Welcome back to the.
I didn't mean to restart it. Matan got one final dig on him. I will give him that. I will give Matan. He pulled the old Donald Trump on him and fucking went to shake his hand, yanked him in there, dude. So let's give it up for Matan. At least he got a little bit of the last laugh on that, right? You know? Can't blame him for trying.
And hold my fart like a bong rip.